This news update is brought to you by...
Got kids? Then you need video on demand from Flow, with hours of entertaining shows and movies for boys and girls of all ages. There's always something to watch. Simply press the VOD button on your Flow remote. This is how we do TV. This is how we Flow.
It's Tuesday, January the 26th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our top story, police say their inability to find one final person for questioning in connection with the mysterious death of 6-year-old Jahan King is preventing them from wrapping up their investigations into the 7-month-old case. Crime Chief Livingston Eversley tells Barbados Today their probe is 99% complete, and once they find that last person, it will be all over. Jahan died in the early hours of Monday, June 29, 2015, at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital after being taken there by ambulance. Police later questioned and released his mother, LaSonta Gill, and her boyfriend, Dwayne Marshall, in connection with the boy's death. However, Jahan's grandmother, Margaret Gill, has laid blame at the feet of the Child Care Board, saying she had made several reports to the agency about the treatment of the child. Following a public outcry, with some people accusing the board of not doing its job, Chairman Ken Knight issued a statement saying a full review was being conducted into the handling of the case. While expressing condolences to the family, Knight acknowledged that the agency had received reports of injuries to the child and officers had been investigating. If the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, gets his way, that country will soon be selling clean energy to Barbados. Prime Minister Gonzalez made his intentions known when he delivered the 40th anniversary lecture of the Faculty of Social Sciences at the University of the West Indies Cave campus last night. He said his country will be self-sufficient in energy in 3 years through the generation of electricity harvested from the sea. And once the price of oil goes back up, St. Vincent will sell the clean energy to Barbados.
The geothermal area, which where we taking the 12 megawatts from, I have 60 megawatts in that area alone. And there's several geothermal areas throughout the country now. And I was interested in working with Emera, because Emera in Canada does a lot of underground transmission of electricity from mainland Canada to islands. And at the current price for gas, for fuel, I would be able to sell to Barbados underground, by underground people. But when the price goes back, and the price will go back up, whether now or sometime in the future, long in the future, I would like to export energy to Barbados.
The Employment Rights Tribunal is expected to wrap up hearing this afternoon on the class action case brought by the National Union of Public Workers against the state-owned National Conservation Commission for retrenching 186 employees in 2014. Now, when the tribunal adjourned another stormy session at the Warren's office complex yesterday, NCC General Manager Keith Neblett had testified that he followed the government's much-touted last-in, first-out policy when he terminated the workers. Neblett is back on the witness stand again today after spending close to 4 hours giving evidence yesterday, evidence which was interrupted by no fewer than 5 brief adjournments.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow
Turning now to news from the region, the Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Keith Rowley is warning that his administration will not tolerate the present crime wave plaguing the country. Speaking on the sidelines of Panorama, a worried Rowley said focusing on eradicating wrongdoing is a major part of the solution.
Once we are focused on eradicating the wrongdoing, I think that the levels will fall. Okay? But right now it is an intolerable situation, and we are very concerned that there's a numbness that's going with it. That we're taking it that every day 4 or 5 people being killed. We're just not going to tolerate that.
Meanwhile, a wave of sadness still blankets Success Laventille Secondary School after the violent loss of 2 of their own last week. But yesterday, Education Minister Anthony Garcia visited, hoping to bring comfort to the students.
It seemed like a normal school day. Students hustling about to their respective classes, teachers guiding them along. But the walls holding these students in spoke a different language, a language of sadness. 2 lights out, too soon, too much, too much. An expression board made with black construction paper bled the thoughts and prayers of the students at Success Laventille Secondary after 2 of their classmates were gunned down last Thursday. Members of the cabinet greeted students and teachers at the school today to offer their support in light of the difficult circumstances.
Although you have lost 2 of your fellow treasures, I'm asking you to bind it together, to think of all the good and positive things that you have been doing and that you have learned in this school.
After addressing a hall full of bright eyes, Minister Garcia took a moment to speak candidly with the students who sat side by side with Mark Richards and Danielson Smith. He urged them to keep on the straight and narrow.
On the international scene, officials say that Europe should be prepared for more of the ruthless and coordinated attacks that ISIS carried out in Paris last year. They warned that the militant group is planning more large-scale special forces-style assaults that don't even necessarily need to be coordinated from Syria. That disturbing scenario was laid out in a report by Europol, Europe's law enforcement agency, released Monday.
It does certainly reveal some concerns, of course, because of that implication of a threat to the United Kingdom, to Britain, additional threats to France. This video, however, propaganda to say the least. It is so brutal, so sadistic that, of course, there is much of it we simply cannot show. It is just simply too violent. Several of the Paris attackers shown in this very slickly produced video. Several men, we don't know who they even are, shown murdered by them. Another effort by the ISIS leadership to show that they have, strength, power, the ability to kill, the ability to intimidate, and the ability, now that this video is out, to issue threats literally from beyond the grave.
And finally, Barbados Today is 6 years old today, and our team is out in the field doing some giveaways to say thanks for your support. And some of our friends have also been wishing us happy birthday.
Just a note to wish Kmar and all the gang at Barbados Today a very happy 6th birthday.
Happy birthday to Barbados Today. You're 6 today. All the best.
Happy 6th birthday to Barbados Today from the Cashwiz family.
Hey, I just want to say happy birthday to Barbados Today, the best online newspaper.
Happy birthday, Barbados Today!
And on that note, we end our Barbados Today noon update. However, you can join us again this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Flow TV and to Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.